Hello everybody, it's Wendy, and today I have for you a tutorial on I don't know if this is called a Shamballa or a Macrame, I've seen them called both, style bracelet. But I've been making a few of these because I have some Christmas presents to make, and so I thought I would do a little tutorial to show you how to do them. They're super simple and they turn out really cute. You can do them with any size beads. They have a sliding closure, so it's adjustable just like this. It slides open and closed. This one's actually not finished. I haven't put the beads on it yet. I have several that aren't finished, so I have this white and kind of cream colored one. I have this one, which is a green with these iridescent peacock iris beads, and this black one. I have this one which has some lampworked glass. I have this one which is actually a twisty macrame with a few beads in the middle. And I have this one with kind of these purpley pinkish beads. None of them are finished totally. I've worked on them while I was out of town and I didn't have everything I needed to finish them. But I'm going to show you how to do one today from start to finish. So if you would like to learn how to do that, we're going to get a supply list together. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a clipboard. If you don't have a clipboard, you can just tape this to your table, or you can use like binder clips, like a notebook with some binder clips or whatever you have, but I use this clipboard just because it makes it easy. You're going to need some beads that have pretty good size holes in them. These little beads right here actually came from the Dollar Tree, and I believe these came from Wish.com, all these right here, and then these are just some little bicones that we're going to put on the end of the adjustable clasp. So, I mean, I've got 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 beads here. I doubt you'll need that many, and these are probably 10 millimeters beads, but you can use any size you want as long as your cording will fit through the hole. Okay, and I'm going to be using some hemp. This is just hemp cord that you can get anywhere. I have one piece here, and I'm going to measure it. I wasn't sure how long it was, but let me measure it and I'll tell you. This is going to be the core of the bracelet, and it's about 16 inches long. And then the other piece that I have here is double that, and I don't know. I don't measure exactly, but let's see. We've got 12... 24, 36, so it's triple that, about 39 inches long. I just measure, I just want to have enough to do the whole bracelet, so that's why, but I don't really measure it, I just eyeball it. And then you're going to need a little bit of glue. This is glitter and gem glue. I got it at Hobby Lobby. It was marked down from $3.99 to 87 cents. And the only thing you're going to need that for is to put on the end of your core piece, just so you can get your beads on. It just makes it a little bit easier to slide them on because it makes it kind of stiff there on the end. And then I had a binder clip that I was using for the bottom of this, but I lost it in the car and I can't find it. So I'm going to use some tape. Okay, so you'll need a pair of scissors, and I think that's it. Okay, so let's get your supplies together and we'll get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the end of the cord that I did not put the glue on. I just put a dab on and I let it dry for a minute, and then I just kind of smooth it out and make this end, it's just kind of stiff and pointy so that it'll go on the beads easier. Okay, but what I'm going to do is take the end that I did not put the glue on, and I'm going to stick it under the edge of my thing here. And then I'm going to slide all of my beads on in the order that I want them to go. So I'm going to do this little blue one first. Okay. And when you slide these on, I'm just going to put I'll probably put all of them on here, but you can always take them off at the end, like if you don't want that many or something. It's very, well, before we finish it, you can take some off if you want, but I'm just going to slide a bunch of them on. These bracelets are really nice because they're adjustable, so you don't have to be really exact with your measurement, you know, of how big around or how long you make the bracelet. So it makes it really nice because they have that slide open and closed little closure on there. Makes it real nice. So I'm just putting these on. And we're actually going to be making square knots here. Okay, so that's probably enough. I'm going to stop at that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of tape. I'm going to stretch this tight, and I'm going to tape it underneath the end of, oops, sorry, I hit the camera, underneath the end of the clipboard, just so it's taut. You just kind of want it to be, you know, taut and straight. Okay? So then we're going to take our longer cord, and we're going to slide it underneath this one, just like this, and kind of find the middle. You want to try to like put the ends together and find the middle. And then just kind of have it centered in there as best as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. I slide it down about, I don't know, that's probably about 6 inches maybe. And then we're going to make some square knots. So what you do is you're going to take your left side of the cord, you're going to put it over top of the middle cord. So just lay it over top of there. Then you're going to take your right side of the cord and lay it over top of your left hand side of the cord. Okay, just like that. Then you're going to take the end and you're going to go right up through. See where they cross over right here? You're going to go diagonal right up through there and pull it out, and you're just going to pull your 2 ends just like that, and it's going to make a little knot. Then you're going to take your right hand side cord, you're going to put it over your middle core cord, then you're going to take your left hand cord, lay it over top of your right hand cord, and then find the little cross and go straight up through the middle like this. Don't grab the bead yet. And pull it tight. And that is a complete square knot. Okay, so we'll do it again. Take your left hand cord, place it over your core cord, right over top of it. Take your right hand cord, lay it over top of your left hand cord, and then go right up through the cross and pull both ends tight. I keep grabbing my bead accidentally. You don't want to grab your bead yet. Okay, that's half of it. And you're going to take your right hand cord, lay it over top of your core cord, take your left hand cord, put it over top of your right hand cord, find the cross right there and go right up through the middle and pull them tight. And that's 2 square knots. Okay? So this is really not hard at all. I'm going to do one more. Take my left hand cord, put it over the core cord. Right hand cord goes over the left, and then you take the right up through the cross right there and pull them tight. Okay. Then I'm going to do my right hand cord over the core, left hand cord over the right, up through the cross, and pull it tight. And that is 3 square knots. Okay? Now, I'm going to slide my first bead up just like this. Okay? Not doing anything different. Take your left hand cord, put it over the core, right hand over the left hand, and up through the cross. Pull it tight. And you want to pull it tight because you want the bead to be in there really good. Then take your right hand cord over the core, left hand over the right hand and up through the cross and pull it tight. Okay, slide up my next bead. Left hand over the core, right hand over the left, up through the cross. Okay, right hand over the core, left hand over the right, and then up through the cross, just like that. Slide up my next bead. Left hand, and I always start with the left hand side because that way I can always remember exactly, you know, you want it to be the same. If you do only, like, I could do only left hand sides, whoops, my thing came out, and not do any of the right hand ones, and if I did that, it would make that twisty pattern that you saw in this one right here. if I did all left hands, it twists it like this. But this one I don't really want to twist, so I'm just gonna do the normal. But it is really pretty to make it twisty like that. But this one I'm just doing regular. Right hand over the core, left hand over the right, and up through the middle. Okay, slide up a bead. Left over the core, right over the left, up through the cross, pull. Then right over the core, left over the right, up through the cross, and pull. Okay. All right. I'm just going to do a few more. I want it to be long enough, but I probably won't use all these beads that I put on. Whoops. Back up in there. And you can make, like, you can do several square knots in between each one. Kind of for time's sake, I'm just doing the one. Because, you know, you don't want to sit and watch me tie like 5 knots between each one. But if you do, you know, more than 1 knot between each one, it turns out like this. So they're pretty either way. Here's one that I did a few in between the middle bead. And this one I really like, and that's how it turned out. So, but I don't want to, for time's sake, I'm just doing 1 knot in between each bead on this one. There's so much variety you can do with this, and you can use so many different kinds of beads, and they turn out really pretty, I think. Okay, up through the middle, pull it tight, over the left. Okay, so I'm going to do one more, so I'll finish with the same bead that I started with. Sorry, I'm off screen now, aren't I? I apologize. Hopefully it wasn't too long like that. The teenagers love these bracelets. Okay, so I did 3 square knots up here, so I've done 1 there. I'm going to do 2 more so it matches. And see, you just don't pull these beads up, and when we take the tape off and take it off, we'll just take them off. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I could hear the dogs barking outside. He went to get Sadie, so he's home now. I heard him just open the door downstairs. Okay, I think that's 3. Okay, so then we're going to untape it. And this is what we've got. You can take these 2 beads off the end. Oops. And this is what we have. They're so cute. They turn out really cute. Okay, so these ends we don't need anymore. So what I like to do is take a little bit of glue and put it right here on the tip and on the knot. It's good if you have super glue, but I don't have any. It's downstairs, so I'm just going to use this. I cover the whole knot here on the end in it and the end of the threads right there. Just like this. Cover the whole knot. Okay, and we're just going to let that dry for a minute. Hi, Sadie Sue. Oh my goodness, there she is. Okay, so we're going to let that dry for a minute, and then we'll cut it off. I'm just going to go ahead and do it for time's sake, but you really want to kind of let it dry. And then just cut it off real close up here. And when I have super glue that I'm doing with it, I will fold these up so that they glue to this and you can't even see them. So I'll probably, when I go downstairs, I'll get the super glue if I can find it and do that. But you just fold them right up and glue them to the thing and they don't even show. Okay, so this is what you've got. Now, you're going to need another piece of your hemp cord. And I would say about, I don't know, a 16-inch piece or so. So cut that. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take your whole bracelet and you're going to lay it down and wrap these to right here to where they lay side by side, just like this. See that? Okay. Yeah, you can't really see it if I've got it off screen. Okay, so just pull them and lay them side by side. Then you're going to take your other cord and you're going to put it underneath there, underneath both of them. Try to find the middle. That cord's got a little discoloration on it. Let me use a different one. Okay, so go underneath both of there. Try to find the middle. It's not such a huge deal if you can't get it exactly in the middle on this one, because we're not going to be using very much of it, and just make sure those two are laying side by side like that. Okay, now what you're going to do is just continue to make knots. So take left over the two core pieces, you've got two this time, right over the left and up through the cross, just exactly like you did before, except for the only difference is you have these two pieces in the middle. Okay, and just pull them tight again. You can adjust this and get it up where you need it and pull it tight, okay? Just like that. And once you get the first couple done, it gets much easier. So then take your right over the two core pieces, left over right, and up through the cross in the middle. Okay. And you just have to kind of fiddle with it, but and pull it tight. Make sure those lay flat, pull it tight. Okay, there's one square knot. So let's make another one, just like we've been doing, except for we have two cords in the middle. That's the only difference. And you just have to kind of fiddle with it because they're not pinned down to the to the board. It makes it much easier if they're pinned down to the board. The thing doesn't move and it's much easier. Okay, right over the core two, left over the right, and then up through the cross. And I suppose once you get it to this point, you could pin it down, but I just don't, because you're not making that many knots, really. Okay, same thing. This will be the third one. Just like that. I'm going to do another one. This will be number 4. Okay, and I'm going to do one more, so I'll have 5 there. Okay, last one. Okay, so now, and look, it glued to the, okay, so now this is what you've got. Now you want to pull it and make sure that you're glued and not stick your, anything together there. And see, it's fraying right there, but when I take super glue and push it down, it'll stay. I could even probably do it with this glue again and it would stay, but alright, so now we're going to do the same thing with these that we did with the others, and we're just going to cut them off close. Just like this. And if you have like nylon cord or even leather, I think you can burn it with a lighter. And that works good. It melts it, and then you can just lay the pieces up on top and they stay. But okay. So now one thing you have to watch is when this dries, this glue you just put on, it's going to stick it to the middle cord and you'll have to pull it loose. But right now we're just going to let it dry. Okay, so I'm going to cut this one off to be about the same length as that one. I am going to take a bicone, and I don't know if I'll be able to get the bicones on here. Let me see if I can get a little glue on this and see if that'll make it to where I can get the bicone on there. I may have to get a different bead, because they're tiny little holes. Yeah, the bicones aren't going to go in there. Okay, so let me find something else here real quick. That might be... Let's see if I have something else. Maybe a rondelle with a bigger hole or something. Let me try this little bead here. No, it's tiny. Yeah, the tiny little holes just don't work very good. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I do have that'll work are these little silver beads, and these will be cute on there. So let's go ahead and put one of these on. You can really use anything as long as you can get your cord on there. Oh, I may be able to get the cord on this one. I may not. Well, goodness. It doesn't want to work either. Alright. Well, I have some seed beads here. 6 seed beads in the same colors, and they will work fine. So, trial and error, people. This is how I work. So I'm going to get these seed beads out. Okay. So there we have some like aqua colored seed beads. So I'm just going to put one of these on it. There we go. Okay, tie a knot in the end. The very end down there. Just like that. And you want to take a little bit of glue and put it on the end of your knot when you're done here. But let me get these on here first. So tie a little knot in the end. Okay, so you've got your 2 little seed beads on there. Those did turn out cute, actually. This has got fuzz on it where it's stuck to my beading mat. It's better if you don't lay it on your beading mat. And then when you pull on this, see how it does? It adjusts open really big so you can get your wrist in there, and then you just pull to close it. So these make really, really cute adjustable bracelets that, you know, anybody can wear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue here again, and this part where it's kind of coming up, I'm just going to cover it in the glue and press it down so that it goes in there, and you won't even be able to see it when it dries. Okay, so that's that, and you guys have a great rest of the evening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!